You two are gonna love it.
Swell. Listen to me. I don't care how much it costs or who I have to pay off, all right? We're out of here. I'm not gonna stay here a whole week.
Who are you calling a prankster?
I'm not gonna stay here another hour.
Well, looky here, stranger in town. I'm just kidding. I know who you are.
Yeah. Probably saw me in my last movie, Deep Cover PD.
No, that's not it.
10 hours till dawn. Satan's game plan. Death Figure 8. Shingletown.
No.
I'm Chris Stone.
Hey, limited. Limited, that's a good one.
Hey, I know who you are. You're the singing guitar player from that episode with the singing guitar player.
No, I'm not.
I'm sorry, this festival is a really big thing around here.
Big isn't the word for it. What?
Oh, nothing. I'm sure this seems pretty silly to you.
No, not at all. Okay. Yes, I admit it. Yes, at first all this seemed a little nutty, but I think I get it now.
I guarantee this, if you love the Andy Griffith Show, you're gonna love Mayberry Man.
Hey, how you doing? This is Floyd Lawson, coming to you right here in Mount Airy, North Carolina. I'm at the Loaded Goat. Oh, it's a nice place. Not only that, there was a movie filmed here, Mayberry Man. Yeah, you can come, and just like they did on the Mayberry Man movie, and eat at the Loaded Goat and have a nice dynamite burger or one of their other burgers. Voted one of the best hamburger places in all of North Carolina, right here in Mount Airy. Oh, and when you drop by, be sure and tell them Floyd sent you. Yeah, maybe they'll, well, they probably won't do anything. Tell them I sent you. Step back a little bit.
Break it up now, break it up. You heard the man. Give him some room. Scooch, buddy, scooch.
The way these guys can just gently become the characters, to me, it puts a smile on my face. They kill, they knock it dead.
If this car's real,
Oh, Jim will know.
It's real.
it's real!
Hey, everybody, welcome to our Sunday Night Live.
Yes.
Ashley thought she was going to do the show by herself.
I was
but
getting a little nervous.
I just jumped into the chair.
I'm glad you did.
Well, it was supposed to be Stark, but here I am.
Well,
So anyway, this is going to be a 2-hour live broadcast.
2 hours.
You
Hang
know,
with us tonight
Jerry
for 2
Lewis,
hours.
Jerry Lewis used to do like these 3-day telethons.
Yes, not 3 days. It's just 2 hours.
You know,
Don't worry.
I'm no Jerry Lewis.
No.
So we're only going to do 2 hours, but
Okay.
hang with us tonight. If you got nothing else going on, stick with us all night. We'll be sharing videos. We have surprise guests.
That's exciting.
Yep. We got all sorts of fun stuff planned. And this is all because this is the final day of the Mayberry Man, the series Indiegogo campaign. So
Yes.
we've been at it probably about 35 days. We set a lofty goal. I don't think we're going to hit the goal per se, but we are well over 100,000. I think we're at about $115,000.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Which is fantastic.
Yes.
Our original goal on the Mayberry Man movie was like $100,000. So we've already
so we did that.
surpassed that.
Such a short amount of time. Thank you to
Yes.
everyone.
Thank you, everybody
So
who
much.
supported the project. We appreciate it. And, we're doing this series regardless of where we end
Yep,
up.
it's a green light.
We don't have to hit the goal to make the series.
Mm-hmm.
So because we've been doing dual fundraising, we've been doing sort of this private capital raise as well as the crowd fund to keep the fans involved. And it's been going great behind the scenes, right?
It has been. It's very fun.
So we've got, I think, over 200 backers now on Indiegogo. Just to go back to the movie, the Kickstarter campaign for the movie, we ended up with 800 backers.
Wow.
So can we come up with 600 tonight?
That's what
for
my
the
hope
series.
is. 2 hours. Let's make up the difference.
So
I think we can do it.
So if you want to support us, jump on there, make a contribution. You can contribute any amount. And one of the cool things, and we'll go into this a little bit later, is we have some bonus perks.
Oh.
We're going to give away early in the campaign. We talked about my father's Hoke Howell, who played Dud Wash, my father's shooting script from Lost in Space when he appeared on Lost in Space.
Yes.
And we gave that script away to like our first 100 backers. Well, we decided to bring that back, and all of our backers, no matter what
You said this
level,
the other day.
all of the
Everyone.
backers are going to get a digital copy of that Lost in
That's
Space
really cool.
script.
Mhm.
And on top of that, we now are going to give you the digital copy of the Mountain Wedding Andy Griffith Show script that Dud Wash appeared
That's
in.
a perk.
It was the first episode that Ernest T. Bass appeared in. There's so many great lines and everything. So you're going to get the shooting script with our dad's notes on it, and there's all sorts of tidbits. We're going to share a little video later about sort of the stuff that's in there that I shared with Allan Newsome, and he didn't even know about it.
Oh,
Allan
really?
Newsome, the guy who's done almost 700 podcasts on the Andy Griffith Show, learned new stuff
That's
because
crazy.
we decided to share some materials from
I want to
our
see the
father's
script.
vault. Yeah, you can.
I want to
well,
see how he broke down the character.
well, you're a
and-
backer, so you're going to get a copy.
Yeah, that's
So-
true. I did.
So as we get started here, we're going to go to a few videos. And our first video, just to make sure
Oh, wait,
everybody's.
do you want to tell him where we're at?
Oh, I'm
You didn't
sorry.
even say
We
where
didn't
we're
even
at.
say where we're at. Well,
This is a little different tonight.
It was in the announcement.
We're not a split screen.
We're not
tonight.
in my house tonight.
or in my house.
Yeah.
We're
So,
together.
We're at the
in-
Mayberry Cafe
Yep.
in Danville, Indiana.
Mhm.
Now, this has a significance on multiple levels. Not only is it an Andy Griffith Show themed cafe,
Mhm.
it's in Danville, Indiana, that was home to Mayberry in the Midwest for many years. And this is also the location where we filmed a lot of the movie, the
Yeah,
Mayberry
I
Man
filmed
movie.
this scene in here.
That's right. We spent a few hours in here
Yes.
grinding it out, and they've been such great supporters of the Mayberry Man project.
Yes.
And they welcomed us in when we said, "Hey, we need a location to do a live stream for our big finish," and here we are. So
yeah, no, here we are.
they've given us
Super
the whole
cute.
second floor,
Mhm.
and we're doing our live stream here. So we're excited to be at Mayberry Cafe, and then we're going to be like ordering food and all that while we work.
Hanging out tonight.
So if we come back and we're like chewing or something, that's what that's about.
I wouldn't chew when you come back.
Well, some of
That's
us
fine,
might. All right. Well, let's take a quick break and let's go to this is our Indiegogo video that kind of
Yes.
explains what Mayberry Man the series is. And so let's take a look.
Okay.
Mayberry Man the movie was such a great success that now there's going to be Mayberry Man the series. Please join me in supporting this wonderful adventure and journey into more Mayberry. More Mayberry for everybody.
Hi, I'm Stark Howell.
And I'm Court Howell.
Welcome to our Indiegogo campaign for Mayberry Man the series.
Our father, Hoke Howell, was a perennial character actor who appeared in hundreds of TV shows and movies over his 40-year career. One of his most recognizable roles was that of Dud Wash in 2 episodes of The Andy Griffith Show.
Well, you let him just try. Boy, I'll show him a couple of things I learned in the Army in guerrilla warfare. First, you take your hand and yank it out, and then you take the other hand and yank it out.
Stop that, boy. You want your face to freeze that away.
And we hope that by the end of this video, you'll want to partner with us, and together we can make a family-friendly streaming series that we can all be proud of.
And we're not starting from scratch. We've already made a feature film, Mayberry Man, a story about a big Hollywood movie star who gets arrested for speeding in a small town and gets sentenced to spend a week at Mayberry Fest, a festival celebrating the Andy Griffith Show. It was successfully crowdfunded in 2020 and released in 2021 in select theaters and on Amazon Prime. And we recently signed a global distribution deal to reach new audiences around the world.
And we're super excited to now be creating a streaming series that picks up where the movie left off. From the very beginning, we never planned to pitch the movie or the series to Hollywood. That's because we're committed to preserving the wholesome family values found in The Andy Griffith Show and other classic TV shows. And quite frankly, we knew we would lose that control in Hollywood.
So we've already started raising funds from private investors. But it will ultimately be up to you, the fans, to provide the balance of our production budget and determine the total number of episodes in Season 1. We have some amazing experiences and other perks available for you when you back the project, like being a background extra on the show, attend a red carpet premiere, have a speaking role in the series, or even have your business featured as a product placement sponsor. And no matter what perk you choose, you'll have unprecedented behind-the-scenes access as we make a wonderful series that pays tribute to the television classic we all love, The Andy Griffith Show.
We want to create something that the whole family can watch together, just like the old days of classic television. So we really hope you'll join us, and thanks for watching.
Mayberry Man is like a dream come true for Mayberry fans like me.
Mayberry Man is not a remake of the Andy Griffith Show. It's a tribute to the Andy Griffith Show and the fans that love the show.
It is a way of bringing that Mayberry spirit back to life in a contemporary story.
You need to do it. It is so much fun, and it is a great thing to get involved in.
As a fan, it's probably one of the most exciting things that could ever happen.
I was thinking about my dad and how much he would like this or what he would think of all of this, and I think he would be blown away.
Let's get this thing made. This can be really good, and it's going to need a group effort. And, you know, if we can put the effort in there, we're going to end up with a really good product.
So I guarantee this. If you love the Andy Griffith Show, you're going to love Mayberry Man.
Well, we swapped out a brother.
Hello there, I'm
Schell.
Schell. I'm the director and the writer of Mayberry Man.
Yep, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I feel like I'm on a Seinfeld episode.
I know. I'm just going to stay, and it's going to be interchanging people in the chair. That's fine.
That's great.
Welcome to the show.
We're going to introduce our next guest.
Okay.
Surprise guest we have for us. Do we want to tell who it is, or do we want to just pop right there? Let's just. What's that? Okay,
We're
going
being
to have
told to tell him.
Freddie de Cordova over there is telling our live guest. Our remote guest is Greg Schell, son of Ronnie Schell.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I was reading an old article on a wonderful film called Mayberry Man, but, you know, that's old news. Now we have brand new news, and let me get comfortable for today. Okay.
Wow.
How's everybody doing?
You are a chip off the old block.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I want to say hello to everybody out there in Mayberry Land, including all of the real folks that are in Danville, Indiana. I'm coming to you live tonight from beautiful Southern California, where I am enjoying a leisure summer so far, but it's going to get very busy soon.
Yes, it is. What do you think about that?
How's the weather out there? I'm just curious. Out here in Indiana, we have really nice
I don't know if I want to rub it in. I think it's about 75 degrees and no humidity, and you know, plenty of girls playing volleyball on the beach. You know, I can't complain.
Okay, well, in Indiana, we had everything, but we didn't have the volleyball. But it was nice weather today.
It's nice weather.
We had people coming out doing live auditions today. We missed you, Greg.
Yeah. Great, yeah. Oh, I can't wait. I figured I've got a couple more weeks of, you know, some summer fun, and then it's all hands on deck.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to starting our production on the Mayberry Man series. I know September is going to be quite busy, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody and just having that fun and excitement on the set again that we had for Mayberry Man.
And you will be reprising your role as Greg. Nobody probably can see that in the movie, but your last name is Greg Shelster.
That's
if
right.
you look closely,
Oh my gosh.
when you bring in the big poster, that's the best time to look. And your last name is Greg Shelster.
Okay.
Yeah, and Stark was the one who kind of figured out, well, after I told him that Shelster was my nickname in junior high school.
Oh, okay.
So I've been the Shelster forever, and he's, you know, Stark in his infinite wisdom said, "Ooh, that's a good little pseudonym." So that's why I'm Greg Shelster in the Mayberry Man world. And yes, I will be back. And hopefully my nemesis, Craig, a.k.a. Chris Hudson, will be back as well.
Yep, you will both be back.
I think there'll be some adventures with Greg and Craig.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. We've got some surprises in store, and I can't wait.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and anyway, I just wanted to say, congratulations for over $100,000. Plenty of backers. Hopefully, we'll get some more tonight with our last big push. So, if any of you out there are watching, please call all your friends, your family, loved ones, anybody who wants to be part of this wonderful Mayberry Man world, and put in a last-minute donation tonight because we could really use it. Was that a good pitch?
And you forgot to mention that your father's going to be in the movie too, or in the series as well.
That's right. So, as we made Mayberry Man, during 2020, there was a lot of people, unfortunately, like my father, who couldn't participate because COVID and, certain health restrictions. But now everybody is, we're going to try and get as many people back onto this series as we can, including my father, who, as you all know, played Duke Slater on Gomer Pyle and was in 2 episodes of the Andy Griffith Show back in.
I'm looking forward to working with him.
Yes.
Hopefully he's looking forward to working with me.
He is. Oh, he's very much looking forward to it. He is so impressed with the way the Howell brothers and everyone else, you, Ashley, everybody who has put in their time and effort in this project. And I couldn't believe it. I saw a still that I think Eric Lowry put up this afternoon of the audience, a packed house again. I mean, this is the movie that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
Well, today we had, I think, a head count of 150 people. I was told came out today. I know.
And we did a little meet and greet afterwards, so we got to talk to some new people that have not seen the movie before, and got some feedback. Just more people in the Mayberry family.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. And I think as more and more people, realize that this movie's there and they watch it, they start telling their friends, and it just starts, kind of spidering out to all of the Mayberry people around the world. Because as we mentioned from the beginning of this whole project, I think when we did the research, or Court Howell did the research, there were something like 5 million active Andy Griffith Show fans out there, according to all the social media algorithms. So 5 million people. I mean, that's a lot of people for a show that was on in 1960 something. So I'm just super impressed that we're starting to finally catch fire and people are starting to understand. I know, Ashley, you've been recognized once. I have been, or maybe more than once. I've been recognized finally.
More than once now. Yeah.
I was recognized finally at the LAX airport. A little kid.
Also.
Yeah, they had just watched Mayberry Man, and a guy came up to me and said, "Excuse me, are you by chance involved with this Mayberry Man movie?" Yeah. Oh, yeah. My son, he loved the movie. Just want to let you know. So I finally got my moment. Thank you, Stark.
Yes, thank you, Stark.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm really excited for the series. I can't wait to see where all these characters go in terms of their plot line and the development of the relationship between Chris Stone and, the lovely Kate. Yes. And so, all of these things that will just sort of develop as the series goes will be kind of like the Andy Griffith Show. Each episode will have its own little microcosm. And I'm sure, Stark, as the creator, writer, director, I'm sure you're going to be very excited to kind of drill down on some of those stories and those plot lines.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to move on to our next guest. Yes, I don't know who that is, but thank you for calling in.
You're very welcome. I'm going back to my article here, wonderful article. So we'll talk later.
I'm looking forward in a couple of days to hopefully going surfing with you. So.
Oh, yes. Can't wait. We'll talk about that. Later. Okay.
All right.
Bye,
Thank you, Greg.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye now.
All right. That was cool.
What?
Did we have
I gotta
dead
eat.
air there for a second?
I'm not. What am I doing? No, you're sweet. Hi, we're back, and this is the interchanging chair of people. Hi, Chris Bowman.
Oh, I thought I was a Howell. I got confused sitting in this delicious directorial chair.
Why don't you tell everyone what part you played in Mayberry Man in case they don't know, as if they couldn't know?
Well, I was Private Gomer Pyle, and I was on this Mayberry film, and now they're going to put me on the big screen, on the little screen, on a series. So that's who I am.
And you came out today, and we got to see a crowd outside. How was it today for you?
You know, it's fun for me because, you know, today was, I got my favorite thing when we all get together, the Mayberry people, is when the people come, the Baraka Valley comes and plays music, and then I look so forward to just getting my guitar and getting up there and learning and playing with them and just having a blast. And look at that turnout on the front of the matinee there with the band playing awesome songs, and to get to be a part of it is awesome. Really just, I'm just lucky enough to be included.
Yeah.
I just was trying and
Did
trying
you
to hang
get to
on.
see all the people? So we were in Danville, Indiana today in front of the Royal Theater, and we had people come out for live auditions. We had the band play. We had the tribute artists come. It was a good day.
Yeah, I took a nap under a tree, and at one point in time, I was getting a little tired. You know, sometimes I like to take a nap, and it's always best to do it if you're going to do a nap in the middle of a town.
He was very active talking to fans.
I was, mostly in the restrooms. There's a public restroom that has a lot of people that continue to go in and out of there. You can get a great crowd and a great reaction. Work on new
I don't know
material.
what to do with this right now. Where do we go from here?
I don't know,
Just
but
kidding.
how about Jamaica? If you don't mind, I'll just sit here and stare at you.
We're moving on. Did you get to see any live auditions today?
I did not. I didn't know what we were allowed in there.
I mean, we weren't really supposed to, but I did peek. And there was some talent that came out today. So thank you to everyone that came out. It was really fun. And you never know who might be called back to do additional, auditions and reading lines. And
Yeah, I heard there was one of the Glen Ford grandchildren was in there in the auditions today, and I heard they blew them out of the water.
Nice.
So that sounds interesting. No, I didn't get a chance to see the auditions, but I saw that Christian was running that, and that looked like a lot of fun. I'm hoping you guys all found somebody that you need, and have a role for, because last night was interesting. We were reading through the script.
Yes.
I haven't even had a chance to read the whole thing yet. I have only read the first episode all the way through.
Well, so what was shown on the live stream was just a scene. But after the camera wrapped,
so you're okay.
Cast, actually, we got to read through the first episode completely, and that was a treat.
Okay, well, good. She's making sure that I'm not a liar, and that I did actually read the entire first episode. We just didn't do it in front of you.
We didn't do it in front of you because we can't expose all that. Those are that you have to wait and see from the series.
Yeah, so that was fascinating. So I can't wait. I mean, I had to assume there's more than the 6 of us, the 10 of us, or the 15 of us, or the 20 of us. So can't wait to see what's going to happen. I heard you say earlier about journeys and things like that. I'm hoping that. Have you read the whole script?
No. Well, no. There's a lot of revisions going on.
No.
Yeah.
Well, if they're going to revise anything, Gomer likes going on road trips, and I feel like I need to do that. But
I guess we're going to a video. This has
been a test for the emergency broadcast system. The viewers in your area, in voluntary cooperation with federal, local, and federal authorities, have developed a system to keep you informed. If this had been an actual emergency, the broadcast system that you just witnessed would have been followed by official news
I
or
kind of
information.
want to interrupt him, but we're going to a video.
It's time to go now.
Yeah.
It's time.
Hey, this is Floyd from Mayberry Man the movie. Hey, there's still time to be involved in Mayberry Man the series. Oh, you're going to want to do that too. Oh, don't miss out. There's a lot of fun to be had. You really want to do that. Oh, if you come on set, maybe I'll even trim your hair for you. Well, if you don't want me to, I don't have to. But if you want it, you can do that too. Come on and join us.
Welcome back. I didn't really kick him out. Oh, Karen's on now? Karen, I need my monitor. I can't see. I don't even know you're there. Karen Knotts, everyone.
I'm here.
Welcome to the show. I'm looking at the side because there's a monitor right over there. Hey, Cammie, can I get my monitor back so I can see Karen? I'd like to see her as I talk to her.
Yeah,
how are you,
stare at her
Karen?
now,
I can
too.
see you now.
I am very well, thank you.
Good. I'm excited for your participation in this project because
I am too. I can't wait to see what my character is going to be.
you are not Karen Knott's, Don Knott's daughter. You are Karen Knott's actor, and you're going to be playing a character. And I know exactly who that character is. You don't, but I do. And I think it'll be a lot of fun.
What a big surprise that's going to be. I can't wait.
Yeah.
And I have been very, very busy lately with a lot of things.
Yeah, everyone is going to love you. I know that. So that's a slam dunk. That's an easy one.
Slam dunk. I like that.
You guys make me look good because you just do your thing and everybody loves it. And so.
No, I think you make us look good. I mean, you're the writer of this thing.
Yeah, well.
And the director.
I'll take your compliment, but I do feel like that what I wrote came out a lot better when you guys performed it. And I don't know if that's normal or not because it was my first live action directing job. So I'll take it. I mean, I am looking forward to the performances. I'm kind of setting it up for everyone. And if everybody comes in and does what they're supposed to do, they make me look good. So,
well, it sure was a lot of fun. I know.
Yeah, and it'll be more fun because you were just in the opening scene, and you had previous engagements, so you couldn't stay for the rest of the shooting. So that's why you're only in the opening scene. Otherwise, we'd have had you in other scenes. But now we'll be able to get you for however long we need you, and you're in all the episodes. So.
Oh boy, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So,
well,
I have a question.
Well, I was curious about that the blouse that you're wearing. I'm not sure if you're wearing I wasn't sure if you're under covers or you're laying on in a bed.
I am
tablecloth.
I am laying on a divan, and it's my glamour couch.
I see a divan. That's a fancy word, like Davenport.
Exactly, except shorter and sweeter.
Yeah. You know, my grandparents had a Davenport. We used to have to keep our feet off it all the time. And all the time I used to see those Davenports on the side of the road, you know, those exit ramps you go around. Sometimes you'd see a recliner or a Davenport out there. And some people say it's a couch or a sofa, but I always said I can't believe that anybody who threw out a couch on the end of an exit ramp, it has to be called a Davenport.
You know, I always wanted to lie down on one of those freeway couches, but I just couldn't.
Wow, really? I've never had that thought in my life.
You know, and all those other things you find on the freeway, it's like, let me go get one of those.
And there's only one, too. That's what's the beauty of it. There's only one.
There's only one. Yeah. Oh, hey, I have another new show that I'm doing. It's a stage show.
Tell us about it.
You my postcard?
Yeah, we heard you had an improv and a stand-up and a sketch and with Rick and
just tons of stuff. But oops, this is upside down. This is a postcard. Can you see that? Okay.
It's upside down.
It is.
It is. It's
So
not.
It's not for you.
It's right side up.
Just for you. You're
stop. It's flopped. It would be flopped. It
He's
wouldn't be
3
upside
seconds
down.
behind.
It's making you dizzy.
No, that is wrong. That's right.
Because it's 3 seconds behind her phone.
How could her head be right side up and the thing be upside down?
And you want to be our director.
It's like David Copperfield.
And I'm peeking from behind it, so that might be a little confusing as well.
No, I saw what I saw.
And you want to be our latex salesman.
You guys are too funny. You're cracking me up. Okay, so the show is called Stories and Stand Up, and it's just me kind of blabbering away about writing my book and telling jokes and talking about my dad, Don Knotts, and even about the movie. You know, I'm going to talk about the movie too, you guys, because you're so much fun. I put a little bit in there about that. Nice. And it's an easy show to produce because it's not a lot of slides. Like my Tied Up and Not show has 140 slides. This one doesn't have too many slides. It's mostly just sit down, relax. You can ask questions, talk about what it's like to write a first book and all that. So it should be a lot of fun.
Where is this show?
It's going to be anywhere. I may be doing one in November up in Sacramento, waiting to hear back from that. And I'm doing it at Mayberry Days.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's on the 20. I'll have to look up and I'll tell you by the end of this when it is. But that one is definite.
That's great. Well, we won't take up too much of your time, but I appreciate you coming on and being a part of it. And I look forward to probably 5-6 weeks from now actually working with you.
That'll be so fun.
Yeah. So thank you again, Karen Knotts, everyone.
Yeah, great to see you, Karen.
Thank you.
Well, our audience is clapping.
It's a smattering
We are
of
in front of a
applause.
live studio audience. I don't know if you guys knew that. But you hear that?
We've invited a bird.
It's a Terry Barber.
Cool.
All right.
I
Bye,
think we're
Karen. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah, we wanted to toss it over to some people who were actually in the movie, didn't we?
Yeah, who do we want? Freddie?
Freddie De Cordova.
Video. This is a video of people that have been in our movie, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's Adrian Ramey and Aiden. Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on with us.
I recognize those faces.
Thank you for having us. This is an honor to get to be on the show tonight this week.
Well, thanks for being here. And one of the reasons we brought you on was because you were such a big part of the Mayberry Man movie. We wanted to hear from some people who had been through this experience and just have you share kind of what that was like. How did you originally find out about the Mayberry Man movie project?
I originally found out when I was in Mayberry Day. I saw it online, and then I went to Mayberry Days to talk to you and Stark, and we sit down and talked about it at the autograph signing, matter of fact.
Okay,
and
that's
how
right.
I
Yeah.
got to know about
I
it.
remember
and
that.
really studied upon it and looked at everything about it, and really wanted to be on board. Really excited about it.
So, what was the experience like?
The first and foremost experience was great. I mean, it was just really neat to see what you do in a movie and how it all comes together in the end. And the experience to me was like a dream. I mean, I always wanted to be in movies or TV shows. So to me, it was a wonderful experience that I got to enjoy, not only for myself, but Aiden along with me too. So we had a good time. We enjoyed our day on the set. It's a little bit different, I thought. It's a lot of sitting around and waiting, but that's Hollywood life. I started to realize and how wonderful that was. And it was just really good experience just to get to see everything put together and come into the final project. And as a background actor, you don't know what the final project is until it's done. And that was really a neat experience, I want to say about that.
Well, now people get to be involved in a movie and a TV show, because we're going in a new territory here with a TV show. New for me as well, other than doing cartoons my whole life. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be fun.
Oh yeah, we're excited about getting to be in the TV series. We'll be doing the Mount Airy part of it, where you'll be filming Mount Airy. We're excited about that project, our next project coming up together. So.
Well, it looks like you have an Opie over your shoulder, so we got to try to figure out how to work you guys in that way.
I do. He is an Opie lookalike. He loved this experience. You want to say anything about your experience? You tell me how you liked it. Did you like it? He did. He enjoyed it, and actually, he went into the store yesterday and saw the movie on the shelf, and he thought that was pretty neat to see that a movie he was in it was on the shelf and everything.
What do you think people should know that weren't part of the movie experience? What do you think they should know about this opportunity?
First and foremost, this is a great opportunity to be a part of. I mean, not every day you get to be part of a production this way, but also it's a family-friendly production, and that's what you want to be a part of. That's what I want to be a part of. I want to be in things that's family-friendly and bring across that message of family-friendly entertainment. And for the people that didn't get to do it the first time, now you have a second opportunity to be a part of this, to be a part of this experience and part of this cast, which is a wonderful experience. You'll have a good time doing it. You'll enjoy it. And then when the final project is done, you can sit back and just relax and say, hey, I was a part of something that's going to live on for a long time. This ain't just a temporary thing. This will live on in the streaming world for a long time to come.
Yeah,
and
something you can be proud of
30 years from now.
Yeah, I think we're all proud of how the movie came out, and I think that I don't think we'll disappoint this time around.
No. This will be great. The TV series will be streaming. This will be a a great thing to have for families to get to watch TV together again and enjoy the Mayberry spirit, the kindness, the friendliness of the Mayberry spirit.
That's right.
Exactly. All right, Adrian, Aiden, thank you for coming on and sharing your experience. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you for having us, and we appreciate your time and all the work that you're doing.
Our pleasure.
Our pleasure.
Shazam!
And we welcome our next guests, Danette and Jean. Thank you for coming on the show this week. And we wanted to hear from some folks who were part of the Mayberry Man movie. So tell us about your experience.
Okay. Well, first of all, it was a fantastic experience, and it started for us, obviously, like everyone, we're big Andy Griffith fans. So to have the opportunity to do this was just so cool. And then when we got to Danville, the first thing we did is we drove uptown. And when we got into that town square and saw how you guys had that all fixed up, it was like you were stepping back into Mayberry. It really was, and they had the little, the little Burt Miller, like little store there and everything on the sidewalk. That was just the way it was. And when you went around that square and you saw the movie house, and it was just such a cool thing. And I'll tell you another thing that was really awesome about it was the part about just hanging out afterwards at the hotel with the people that were in the movie and the cast. And like all of us, we were all big Andy fans and just sit around talking about episodes and about the movie. And then, of course, having the experience of actually being on a movie. It was just fantastic all the way. My only regret from it was that, I kind of wanted to stay there the whole week. But still, the opportunity to get in there and actually have a close-up and a little speaking role and everything in one of my favorite TV shows, everything, it was just wonderful.
Yeah, well, you definitely got got a great experience for the 2 days.
Yeah, awesome experience for both of us.
Yeah, the most memorable thing for me was, every place he goes, he quotes Mayberry lines, and we find a lot of people who are fans.
Yeah.
It didn't matter who you talked to there. Everybody had a favorite episode. They could finish each other's lines to the movies.
Yeah.
So it was like one big family reunion. And, we made lifelong friends while we were out there, which is very cool.
So for people that were not part of the Mayberry Man movie, what should they know about this opportunity coming up with the series?
Well, for me, I just think that if you're even the slightest bit of a fan of the show, to be part of something like this is just, an awesome experience. And again, to see how it's all put together, everything is not done really right in sequence and these things. And to have that, to watch how the whole thing is done from start to finish, it's pretty amazing. And then also, like I say, just the camaraderie of hanging around with all the people that are in the movie and staying at the hotel and afterwards and just all of that. That's very cool. But again, being part of that movie was just awesome experience.
Yeah, I think when we talk about it, everybody wants to see it. And after they see it, they want to know how they can be part of it.
Yeah.
So,
How do I get that part?
oh,
Yeah.
Well, and that's what we hoped to deliver the first time around. And I think that's what we want to try a little harder to let people know. This is an experience. You're not just helping us make a TV series that you'll get to watch someday. It's like you can be part of the experience. And that's really the reason to get involved. I mean, even if you just come in at a lower level and are just kind of following along behind the scenes, you're really part of the process. And that's what we hope people will discover when they get involved. So, well, thanks for coming on and sharing your experience. We're looking forward to seeing you again on Mayberry Man, the series.
can't wait.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
guys.
You two are gonna love it.
Hey.
Well, and we keep switching chairs.
So that was
Thank you, and we're back.
So I'm Court Howell. This is Ashley
Ashley
Elaine,
Elaine.
Kate, and the Mayberry Man movie and the series coming
Yes.
up. So I want to do a quick update, just checking in on our Indiegogo campaign. So just so if you're just joining us, this is a special 2-hour live. This is insane that
It
we
is
did it,
insane.
and with
I
no
know.
rehearsal.
No rehearsal.
It's a mess.
So just stick with us.
So you don't know what might happen.
I don't know what might happen.
I just found out that Ashley's going to be drinking something later.
Okay, that
So
sounds.
stay tuned
I don't know.
to find out what liquid Ashley will be drinking.
I don't think this is show worthy.
Anyway,
we're gonna keep going.
so I was checking the Indiegogo campaign. We're at 222 backers.
Okay, wow,
I
that
think-
jumped up.
Yeah, I did, and I think we need to get to 300 tonight.
I think so.
I know we're not going to focus on money or dollars or
Okay.
whatever. I think we're in good shape overall. We've had some very generous supporters, and so but we want participation.
Yes.
We had 800 backers for the movie,
I know.
so
300 is
let's-
doable.
I think we should do 400, but we're not
I mean,
going to
I'm
put the
all for
pressure
it.
on you.
Okay.
But call your friends, text them the link, mayberryman.com, text them mayberryman.com and say, hey, go support this. This is something I'm involved in.
Yeah, and we're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We're all over the place.
We've been everywhere,
Yeah.
right? So anyway, Allan Newsome was here today for
Yep.
our big Danville event. He
Love
was here all
Allan.
weekend in
He
Indianapolis. He was at the Can Cinema yesterday, and he was here today entertaining fans
Mhm.
at the Royal Theater in Danville, Indiana. But he did have to get home. He's
Yes.
saving his vacation time for the series to work on the series.
know.
Isn't that great?
Yep.
But we have a message from Allan.
Oh,
So
great.
we're going to play a quick little video message from Allan Newsome, Floyd the Barber.
Hey, there's a lot of bad hair in here. Just look. I could get him in the barbershop where I could make a killing.
I'm Allan Newsome. I'm Floyd the Barber, the tribute artist in Mayberry Man. Huge fan. I've been doing Floyd the Barber since 1994 at different Mayberry events. But this was my first time ever being in any kind of acting role or movie. Since high school, I was in a class play, had one line. And getting to be Floyd in the movie, I've been preparing for that for 27 years, being a tribute artist. So it was a lot of fun. And I had a great time doing it.
Look at that. I've got to go. I'm a tenor in the Mayberry Barbershop Quartet. You want to go?
You know, it's a long live stream, and Ashley's starting to age a little bit. So
I still kept my same girlish figure.
No, Chris Bowman is back. So that was I misspoke. That was a video about Allan Newsome to introduce himself as Floyd the Barber. But he also recorded a special message. So we'll go to that next, right now.
Hey, this is Floyd from Mayberry Man the movie. Hey, there's still time to be involved in Mayberry Man the series. Oh, you're going to want to do that too. Oh, don't miss out. There's a lot of fun to be had. You really want to do that. Oh, if you come on set, maybe I'll even trim your hair for you. Well, if you don't want me to, I don't have to. But if you want it, you could do that too. Come on and join us.
You know, I'd like to have Floyd just hanging around all the time, right?
It'd be fun to talk to. Does he do like people's
home visits?
Well, jump out of birthday cakes and things like that. No, I meant like people's voicemails set up, and people stars do that. Does he do that?
Well, on the Kickstarter campaign last year, for the movie, we actually made that part of one of the perk levels, where you would get to do a voice. Floyd would record a voicemail reading for you.
Well, that's actually a cool idea. I'd actually would pay to have that done.
Well, maybe we should bring it back.
I could do it myself, but I stutter, so.
I think Gomer should do it.
And
maybe Gomer should do the voicemails.
I'm offering. If you want to pay, I'll do it for $5.
Well, it was a lot of work for Allan, and I don't even know if we consulted him when we came up with that idea last time, but Allan was a good sport, and he recorded every single one of those. So,
well, you always want to talk to Floyd. Anybody that sits around to relax would just like to sit around and have a cup of Joe or a beer or anything. Just hang out and talk to Floyd.
Yeah. Well, I was listening to some of the messages he recorded for people, and I'm thinking, is this just going to confuse everyone? They get Floyd's barbershop, So maybe that'll avoid, the unnecessary telemarketers leaving messages, right? So you're coming back as Gomer?
Yep, can't wait.
And last night, did we learn your name in the read-through that we did last night? We did a little read-through on the script last night. Some information was revealed in that read-through. So if you haven't seen it, go back and watch our live stream from last night. What did you learn last night?
Yeah, that was a hoot. And I learned that I am Marty. My real name is Marty. As a tribute artist for Gomer, I found out through Stark that I was a perfect name for a mechanic.
Yeah.
And I was not named after Doc Hollywood, not Doc Hollywood, but what's his name?
Marty McFly.
Marty McFly, that guy. It was not named after him. So,
all right. Well, I think
what's his name? Michael J. Fox. That's it.
All right.
MJ.
Well, I want to go to another video, but first, let's bring on a live guest. We're going to bring on Eric Lowry, Mayor Pike.
Love the mayor.
We actually saw earlier today, but he had to get home. But he wanted to join us from remotely. So just add him to the stream, and we'll talk to Mayor Pike. Mayor
Hey.
Pike, how are you?
Hey.
And my little granddaughter Ivy, a huge Mayberry Man fan.
Awesome. So how many times has Ivy seen Mayberry Man?
Well, I think probably at least 3. But she always looks for Pop Pop in all of the Mayberry stuff. She's been looking for Pop Pop in the little clips and things. There's Pop Pop. So she's a huge Mayberry Man fan and a huge Mayberry Man supporter.
Awesome. So was she that $300 supporter?
Yes, and I was going to ask,
does
does she need Gomer's voicemail setup service? Or
Yeah, that's the first thing that she's going to do is get Gomer to leave a message in her iPhone.
I'll do it.
I'm going to have to check on her allowance. If she's supporting it for $300, maybe somebody made a mistake in your allowance this week, honey. Can you say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Can you tell everybody to support Mayberry Man the series? Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Who wouldn't support Mayberry Man the series?
It sounds delicious, Ivy.
Yes, it does. Yeah. We had a great day today, too, up there in Danville.
We had wonderful weather. Every time we're in Danville, when we show the movie, it seemed to rain. So we had a great time, and a lot of fans came out. Some new fans, some old fans, some people that are going to get involved in Mayberry Man the series.
That's not us, I mean. Oh, I see. Well, I couldn't tell if we were out or if the studio was. Hey, Ivy, guess what? It's just us. So tell everybody what you liked about seeing Pop Up on the big movie screen. Did you think it was funny to see Pop Up dressed as a judge?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really something. And when Pop Up banged the gavel, was that cool?
I don't know what that was.
You don't know what that part was? Well, did you know that all of the people that were in our Mayberry Man movie, they're going to be joining us in an ongoing series like TV shows?
Oh.
What do you think about that?
Cool.
Yeah, that's very cool. So, you know what we need to do? We need to tell all of our friends who love the Mayberry Man movie and all of our friends who love the Andy Griffith Show that they can help us and they can be part of the Mayberry Man series, right?
What's that?
Well, they can help us by supporting our Indiegogo campaign, right? So tell them to look on the Mayberry Man movie page on Facebook, or to look on the Mayberry Man movie YouTube page, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And find the link for our Indiegogo campaign. And you know what they can do? If they give us a little bit of support they can get all kind of great prizes too.
And I also one time I actually saw your movie on YouTube one time.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? Oh, that was so fun. And so if people go and join us in that project, guess what?
What?
They could be part of the show too. Would that be fun? They could be in a scene, like as a background extra. They could be seen like, we look for people in the background sometimes and see who's in the picture. Yeah. But they could also be on the screen and they could have lines to say. They could be a star. That'd be fun. Yeah. And there's all kind of other neat prizes. There are prizes like copies of the script. Somebody's talking to us. Let's see who's talking to us. Let's see who's talking to us. Hey, all right. Thanks, Jeff. Hey, so let's go back and let's talk to our friends. So they can get copies of the script. Yeah, evidently there's some stuff going on up in Danville, but that's right. You know what I think maybe?
What?
I wonder if everybody snuck off to have a piece of blackberry cobbler for dessert.
Yeah.
No, they'll be back in a minute. And so, do you know what some of the prizes are that I saw?
What?
They have copies of the scripts from the Andy Griffith Show and from other shows. Oh, they've got cool stuff. And people could be get a producer. Oh, look, hey, we're back.
Hey. Well, we lost our internet connection, but that's pretty good technology that kept you live. I was
that was very cool.
For an hour.
And we just rambled and rambled and rambled.
Well, we heard that.
Well, somebody in the studio here actually was able to see the feed, so we got to enjoy some of that while we were troubleshooting.
I learned a lot.
Did you? Okay, good.
Well, I'm ready to sign up. So I'm going to go over to Indiegogo and make a contribution, which is what everyone should do, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Ivy, tell everybody to go to our Indiegogo page and support Mayberry Man, the series.
Everybody do that.
How can you resist that? How can you? So mayberryman.com. In fact, so in case you're just joining us, we're going to go to a quick video that explains everything about Mayberry Man, the series. So we're going to go to it as soon as go back to Brand.
Where?
Brand.
What? Brand. What? Brand.
We got a new guy in the equipment over here.
Hi.
Hey, Eric, thanks for joining us. Ivy, thank you.
No idea
we
what
appreciate it. I'm gonna go backstage. Yeah, go up with your milkshake.
Oh, a milkshake.
I don't really know how to run the board.
I knew that.
Having a milkshake.
I knew everybody had gone to get
Cafe.
dessert. That's where everybody went. They went to get a milkshake and a blackberry cobbler and all that good stuff at the Mayberry Cafe.
Pretty good. So this is solid TV right here. Watching me.
Absolutely.
Bye, Eric. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Mayberry Man the movie was such a great success that now there's going to be Mayberry Man the series. Please join me in supporting this wonderful adventure and journey into more Mayberry for everybody.
Hi, I'm Stark Howell.
And I'm Court Howell. Welcome to our Indiegogo campaign for Mayberry Man the series. Our father, Hoke Howell, was a perennial character actor who appeared in hundreds of TV shows and movies over his 40-year career. One of his most recognizable roles was that of Dud Wash in 2 episodes of The Andy Griffith Show.
Well, you let him just try. Boy, I'll show him a couple of things I learned in the Army in guerrilla warfare. First, you take your hand and yank it around, and then you take the other hand and yank it. Stop that, boy. You want your face to freeze that away.
And we hope that by the end of this video, you'll want to partner with us, and together we can make a family-friendly streaming series that we can all be proud of.
And we're not starting from scratch. We've already made a feature film, Mayberry Man, a story about a big Hollywood movie star who gets arrested for speeding in a small town and gets sentenced to spend a week at Mayberry Fest, a festival celebrating the Andy Griffith Show. It was successfully crowdfunded in 2020 and released in 2021 in select theaters and on Amazon Prime. And we recently signed a global distribution deal to reach new audiences around the world.
And we're super excited to now be creating a streaming series that picks up where the movie left off, From the very beginning, we never planned to pitch the movie or the series to Hollywood. That's because we're committed to preserving the wholesome family values found in The Andy Griffith Show and other classic TV shows. And quite frankly, we knew we would lose that control in Hollywood.
So we've already started raising funds from private investors. But it will ultimately be up to you, the fans, to provide the balance of our production budget and determine the total number of episodes in Season 1. We have some amazing experiences and other perks available for you when you back the project, like being a background extra on the show, attend a red carpet premiere, have a speaking role in the series, or even have your business featured as a product placement sponsor. And no matter what perk you choose, you'll have unprecedented behind-the-scenes access as we make a wonderful series that pays tribute to the television classic we all love, The Andy Griffith Show.
We want to create something that the whole family can watch together, just like the old days of classic television. So we really hope you'll join us, and thanks for watching.
Mayberry Man is like a dream come true for Mayberry fans like me.
Mayberry Man is not a remake of The Andy Griffith Show. It's a tribute to The Andy Griffith Show and the fans that love the show.
It is a way of bringing that Mayberry spirit back to life in a contemporary story.
You need to do it. It is so much fun, and it is a great thing to get involved in.
As a fan, it's probably one of the most exciting things that could ever happen.
I was thinking about my dad and how much he would like this or what he would think of all of this, and I think he would be blown away.
Let's get this thing made. This can be really good, and it's going to need a group effort. And, you know, if we can put the effort in there, we're going to end up with a really good product.
So I guarantee this, if you love the Andy Griffith Show, you're going to love Mayberry Man.
Welcome back, everybody. You got a milkshake too. These milkshakes are really good.
It's the best milkshake I ever had. And I'm also freezing.
They're good. You know, it's got the vanilla is good.
The straw
doesn't
work. It has no purpose
no,
because
you
it's
can't
too
do the
thick.
straw. No.
Look, there's no way that's going to go up a straw.
No, but these are really good.
I tried to bend over. Have you ever bent over and sometimes the straws are too long and you poke your eye, or they're too long and you jam it in your lip? Because there's a certain level of a straw.
No.
There's like some kind of a science that they put in like those straws at fast food restaurants. Where they put the straw in a thing so that
These
you
are
can
really
know
good.
how to do
These
it.
are really good.
Yeah, I like it.
The vanilla. Anyway, so who knows? Live TV, right? We have a guest right now, and he was in the movie. And when he comes on, you'll see him, and then I'll tell you who he was. His name is Craig Lemons. Welcome, Craig Lemons. I need a monitor because I can't see you, Craig. Does anyone recognize Craig? Oh, he's wearing his, I can kind of see you over there. He's wearing his outfit. Craig was the fanatical Mayberry fan that Chris Stone narrowly escapes. How you doing, Craig?
I'm doing good. My name was Walter in the movie, but they called me Walt.
Exactly. You did a great job. Everybody did a great job. You did too. I'm going to try to get everybody back. So Walter may make an appearance. Like I said, I'm about 80% done with the script, and we're going to try to get Walt back in there if we can.
I'll be there. I'll be ready, and I'll bring Shirley if she wants to come.
Walt and Shirley. Does anyone know what that reference is? Walt and Shirley?
No.
It came from a movie.
Was it called Walt and Shirley?
No, it was called, what was the name of that movie now? It'll come to me, but I took it from a movie, a line from a movie. She's Having a Baby. Have anybody heard of that movie? It had Kevin Bacon in it.
Yeah.
It had
Joe Beth Williams?
No. It had Kevin Bacon.
Was it Meryl Streep?
And
I know that movie. I can picture her.
Alec Baldwin.
Okay.
Kevin Bacon and Elizabeth McGovern, I think. But anyway, there's a line in there that involved Walt and Shirley, so that's how you got your name. That's how I'm looking at a monitor. That's not how you got your name. That's how you got your name, Craig. So we were happy to have you on the show. Tell us about your experience. Just kind of give us a little insider information.
All right, I'm going to get out of character for this. This is Craig now. This is not Walt. It was a wonderful experience. Everything was well coordinated. A lot of people involved. I drove down to the hotel, obviously for the hotel scene. Got there about lunchtime. Sat around, just talked to some people. Met a lot of wonderful people. Made some friendships there. Went smoothly. I was in and out pretty quickly, and then.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of time for goofing around.
No, all work.
Unfortunately.
Actually, when I showed up, I got to the parking lot, and you were shooting some exteriors, and I was a little leery. I'm familiar with film sets, and I saw the cameras set up and a little blue car rolling around, and I thought, man, I got to park without getting in the shot and somehow walk up in to check in my wardrobe and sign in. And I think we did. I don't know if I can't remember. Did we do temperature checks on that? Because we were shooting during COVID. I think we checked our temperatures, but I had to get around everything to get inside to check in.
So you cheated?
Yeah, I cheated. Yeah, no, I crawled in underneath everything, so I'm off camera. But, we got in there. It was good. That's the first time I met the woman playing Shirley. I'd never met her before.
Well, you guys did a great job. You guys did a great job. We were real happy with it. Everybody laughed.
It was a lot of fun, and whatever capacity you need me to come along and just stand on the sidewalk and be all excited about Mayberry Fest or whatever you need me to do, I'm all in.
All right, Craig. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi.
Thank you. It's good to see you again, Stark.
Good to see
Gomer,
you.
good to see you too.
Good to see you. And if you need any kind of voicemail work done for you, you need to let me know.
All right.
You're really getting into the.
Yeah,
you really want to do that.
I think I can make $100.
All right, so we have another guest.
Phil Lee.
What's that?
Phil Lee.
Yep, Phil Lee is our guest. He is our Ernest T. Bass tribute artist. Great Ernest T. Bass voice. Welcome to the show, Phil.
Can you see me?
Yeah, we love it.
Loved your role. I loved your parking or your crossing guard bit. And then when you do that first, I'm not. She called me a creature. That was just really great. Everyone laughs at that part because immediately everybody gets this world that we've created. So I appreciate you being involved.
It is my pleasure, and I jokingly have told my friends, of course, some of the finest cinematic moments that they may ever see, but nobody took me serious. So anyway, it was a pleasure to take part. And, I realize what we did as Mayberry Man, the movie, as Allan said, was not trying to recapture the Andy Griffith Show. But what you try to recapture in doing it is the essence of the feeling it places in your heart. And I know that sounds kind of hokey, but that's, I think, what draws all of us to it. Not just the show, but the movie, what generated the interest in that. And again, just kind of what pricks us to want to say, hey, listen, this is something worthwhile. This is something I want to be a part of. This is something I want to give to. This is where I want to take some of my, hard-earned money and put it towards something that I believe in. And, without getting political or anything, there's a lot of things not to believe in these days. So you have to kind of go where your heart is. And our head, tells us kind of we're reasoning, but our heart tells us what to do. So, as this heads into the home stretch of raising money through Indiegogo, my heart would tell me, hey, this is something that I like. This is something that's worthwhile. Let me give a little something to it. So that's kind of where I'm coming from as a person, not just as an Ernest T. Bass, because, he's kind of the goofy, cut up, the character. And I love doing it. I'm just telling you. But the connections that I've felt with the people that I've met through different events and many years, and even through the Mayberry Man, that's really what does it for me. I'm telling you, that is exactly what does it for me. The connectivity of those feelings, and it's kind of a rare thing these days. So that's why I'm saying I believe in it. I was going to ask if the Indiegogo was a club where the fun girls, went over to or anything like that, but I understand it's not. It's a fundraising for independent movement. So anyway, I just thought maybe that could be worked in. Hello, doll. Let's go over to the Indiegogo where they've got a floor show and everything. So.
We are in Indiana, so the Indiegogo could be that.
Okay, well, you can take that and use it any way that you see fit. But like I said, it was just an idea. And so that's where I'm kind of at and what I loved about it and what I'm excited about it, too. So, yes, happy to be here and very, very privileged. Let me put it that way.
Looking forward to getting the gang back together. It's kind of like a little mini festival when we do. I realize also it's a lot harder to talk when your tongue is frozen drinking this stuff. So if I sound like this, it's because my tongue is frozen.
I'm freezing. I mean, literally, I think I'm shaking.
This milkshake bit isn't really working out like we thought it would.
My body temperature is in Celsius.
Can we
be in a shawl?
Can we talk about something else besides the weather?
Where do we go from here?
Phil, I gotta ask you, Phil, personally, you do Ernest T's voice so awesome. It just makes me laugh and giggle every time. Do you do everybody on the show? Is that right?
Oh, goodness. No, let me say this. I don't do everybody, but my wife will tell you this, and I'll tell you this. Some of the things that I enjoy the most.
Married, he's bragging.
Yeah, I'm married and bragging. 28 years. Absolutely. Check it out. Ernest T finally did get him that elusive girl. But I love just the hijinks and the cutting up, sitting around with other people, took part or at some of the different get-togethers to do that. But yeah, there's other voices that I do, so I don't want to try to steal anybody's thunder. But I do love to impersonate Barney Fife. I'll throw a Briscoe Darling on you, from time to time.
Really?
Again, with full respect and deference to Allan, I'll venture into a Floyd from time to time. And I've even thrown a dud wash of Bob Denver. I would never touch the Hotel version because it cannot be it cannot be touched.
Nope, cut it.
Yeah, don't want to hear that.
Yeah, well, I knew you didn't, so that's why I was showing proper etiquette and manners here. But yes, so like I said, those are things just over the years that have kind of evolved, and for the friends and family, they'll say, "Do that such and such." So yeah, the other voices do come out from time to time.
That's great. What's that?
Can you do the song?
Can you do the song for us?
Oh gosh, the bow-legged rabbit. I've not learned that one yet. In fact, I'm just joking. The old Aunt Mariah. Yeah. I can absolutely. I can do that one. So I don't have anything to tune up on. So just bear with me. But here we go. All right, now let me ask. For Gomer, what key is that in? This is one of the standard lines that I made up. So what key is that in?
Well, is that the C?
No. It's G for gas. It's key of G for gas. Okay, because he's tapping on the gas can. So here we go. As Briscoe Darling would say, just jump in where you can and hang on.
Old Aunt Mariah, jump in the fire too hot, jump in the pot too black, jump in the crack too high, jump in the sky too blue, jump in canoe too shallow, jump in the tallow too soft, jump in the loft too rotten, jump in the cotton so white, she stayed there all night.
Wow, that's awesome.
I love that.
Studio audience, what did you think of that?
Now you want to hear me sing Bow-Legged Rabbit?
That just doesn't sound as good as eating goober peas. So whatever change was made, I compliment the editor or your dad or whomever. But Bow-Legged Rabbit versus eating goober peas. Eating goober peas just flows much better. I will offer that.
Let's toss to that segment where we talk about.
Okay, we're actually gonna go to that segment that my dad did, and we can do that now, right?
Yep. Here we go.
Okay, let's do it.
So we're going to be going over some cool Andy Griffith stuff. We dug out the Mountain Wedding script. That's actually my father, Hoke Howell, who played Dud Wash. It's his a shooting script from when he worked on that episode. And here, it didn't seem to have the same cover as the other Andy Griffith Show script that he had from when he did The Darlings Are Coming. And then inside, you got all his notes, from, they changed around. Remember that iconic scene? Let's see, let's take a look.
First you take your hand and yank it around, and then you take the other hand and yank it. Stop that, boy. You want your face to freeze that away.
So you can see that there was that gag written in there, but either he or in conjunction with the director or whatever collaborated and kind of rewrote that whole little speech about guerrilla warfare. So that's cool to be able to see that stuff. And then, of course, in this episode, you had Ernest T serenading Charlene. And, this was the episode that introduced Ernest T. This was the first time we saw him. If you go back and you look at the script, it's got all the lyrics to the song, Old Aunt Mariah. But if you look closely, after he's finished, he says, as we all know, now you want to hear me sing Eatin' Goober Peas. But the original line, and if you looked at what was crossed out, he says, want to hear bow-legged rabbit or eatin' goober peas. And I'm like, what is bow-legged rabbit? Is that a real song? So I did a quick Google search and I only found like one thing on it. And I don't know if this is accurate or true or what, but it said it was a dance song. And this is the whole song, according to this website. Bow-legged rabbit, a box ankle Joe, flea bite me so bad I can't dance no mo. I don't know. Sounds made up to me, but I thought that was interesting that there was this line reference to this other song. So that's something you get to see when you look at one of these shooting scripts. So another one of my favorite lines. A lot of people like to quote this one.
Well, we thought about killing him, kind of hated to go that far.
So that's always a good one to break out. But here's the thing. There's this whole opening scene. Like, I'm going to show you the script pages. But if you remember it, the episode opens with them, watching this sign painter and Barney questioning if chicken is spelled correctly. Well, I was looking at the script. And I was noticing that, wait, I don't remember these lines, this dialogue. And so this is how the script, the actual shooting script opens. So it opens on Main Street. They're at the where the sign painter is working, but there's this whole conversation, and I've got it kind of zoomed in, so I'll kind of shift to the bottom half of the page. And they start talking about how this sign painter is painting the sign using a thin brush and then a thick brush. And, that's the whole first page. We're on to page 2 now, scene 1, page 2 still. And they're talking, and it's about halfway down page 2 is where the episode actually starts, where you see Barney says, uh-oh, and then it continues and it, wraps up the scene as scripted. So I got to believe that what happened there is they were running long on the episode and they cut out the first page and a half of the script. And that exists somewhere on film, right? Or maybe it doesn't anymore. But so I think that's fascinating. When you look at one of these shooting scripts, you can see what's not there anymore and what the writers had in mind.
Amazing.
Earlier in our campaign, we, as a bonus for people that got in early, we gave away the Lost in Space script from that episode of Lost in Space that my father was in, the shooting script, and we gave a digital copy away. And as part of our big finish to this crowdfunding campaign, we are going to do the same thing with the Mountain Wedding script. So if you're already a backer, you're good to go. But if you haven't backed us yet on Indiegogo, all Indiegogo backers who contribute by July 31st will get a copy of the Mountain Wedding shooting script, complete with all my dad's notes and all that stuff. It'll be a digital copy. It'll be a PDF. And you can go through it and see all those details that I was just talking about. So I think that's a really cool opportunity for especially hardcore Andy Griffith fans. So I'm looking forward to sending that out. But you guys got to jump on board and help us get to our goal from backer number 1, the 180 people that have already backed, they get it. And anybody else that joins us will get that as well. So not everybody's in a situation to contribute financially, and that's fine. But share it with a friend who might enjoy this. Mayberryman.com will take you to our Indiegogo page. Every backer, no matter what level, will get a copy of the Mountain Wedding script. So one other thing, there's the cast list is on there as well. And Dub Taylor, who played the preacher, his name was handwritten in on the page with the cast list, which makes me believe he was a late addition, like they hadn't cast that role. So I just had someone join us backstage, and I know he was enticed by, I sent him a little text and said, I think you're going to be interested in commenting on the topic tonight. And I bet he hasn't seen some of this stuff. So let me bring him on. It's Allan Newsome. Floyd.
Hey. Yeah, that was exciting. I was getting all this news. Oh my goodness.
Now, had you seen any of this?
Wow.
Had you seen any of this stuff? Had you seen the script?
No, I've never seen those notes. And I don't recall ever seeing that in the scripts. That was really interesting to me.
And I've seen the script before, but I didn't really ever look closely at it. It's just, you look at the cover and it's a stack of 30 plus pages or whatever. And when I started looking at it more closely, because we're prepping it to send it out to our backers, right? I'm like, huh? The thicker brush and a thin brush? What? None of this sounds familiar.
Yeah, that was really well, you just talking about it was. I wish we could see that. Wouldn't it be fun to see Barney doing those things? But at least in our minds, we've seen him do it so many times, we can almost visualize what was happening.
Yeah, and I actually did go back and I looked at the episode because I wanted to see if they rearranged things or what. And it literally just picks up where they cut in, where they're talking about the spelling of chicken. And so they shot that other stuff.
Yeah, I before E except after C, and E before N in chicken. That's what I always forget that rule. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I never noticed because I'm like, a lot of people seem to have this Ernest T song, the old Aunt Mariah song memorized, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, some people may not have it memorized, and it'd be kind of a pain to know. So like, if we can give them the script, now you got it, right?
There it is. You can practice your Ernest. You can practice your voice and everything. Do old Aunt Mariah, jump in the fire. You could practice.
Exactly. And then I noticed this cross out here, and I'm like, huh? What is that?
Yeah, bow-legged rabbit. I have never heard about that.
Right. It's just very funny. And so there's probably, I haven't even gone through every page of the script yet. So there's probably other stuff like that in there. And I can't wait to send it out to folks.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's worth it, folks. Just to get that, at least get the support level that lets you get a copy of the DVD after the series is finished, and you get a copy of that script, digital copy. Wow. I mean, that's worth it. I mean, it all, if nothing else.
Well, I'm excited about it. That's why I wanted to talk about it tonight.
I am too.
And we're back. Hey. I'm back. And like Cord said, I am drinking something. It's a shake. Hopefully I won't become freezing.
I didn't get a shake.
Anyway.
Why did I get it? They're very close down to the kitchen.
I'm here with Terry Barble. Hi, Terry.
Hi, Ashley.
How are you?
I'm good.
Terry was crook number 2 in Mayberry Man, the movie. And
number 2. A lot of people call me number 2 over there.
Sorry about that, Terry.
Number 2?
I didn't mean to call you number 2 like that. But anyways, we love having you here, Terry.
I'm sorry. That joke stinks.
We're moving on, Terry.
One thing I've learned about being a tribute artist, you got to have a lot of dad jokes. So
yeah, you're
I'm working on my repertoire.
Barney Fife tribute artist.
Barney Fife. I do Barney Fife.
And also, this guy.
This guy.
This guy.
So
he's not here tonight, so we could do that guy.
Oh.
Okay, good. That guy.
Yeah, poor soul. He's hard going through life looking like that.
But who is he to you?
That would be my nephew, my brother's son, Brett.
So Chris Stone.
You can see the family resemblance.
Yeah, Brett couldn't be here tonight. He's acting or something.
Yeah.
You know those actors.
So yeah.
So you came out today. You brought your squad car. Do you own a squad car?
I own a squad car. In fact,
That's
it's
so cool.
a lot of people know this already. It's real car in the movie.
Oh, that was yours?
That was my car.
How did I not know
I
that?
bought it about 2 years ago. I bought it right before Mayberry Man.
Hmm.
And so, and it's been very good. We had a little trouble recently, but we got her all fixed up and she's back. You treat her right, she'll treat you right.
Nice.
I heard that somewhere. I don't know where I heard that. It's in the movie. It was in the movie. Yeah, it was in the
I bet your beautiful wife's back there.
My beautiful wife.
She's
You know,
also a
I've
tribute
learned.
artist.
She's Juanita. I
Yep.
do Barney, and she's Juanita. Nobody saw Juanita. Who works at the diner. Barney talked to her on the phone, but you never heard her or anything. But I've learned this. They always talk about, they say Terry Varvel, tribute artist, and they always have an adjective before my wife. It's either lovely Tanya or beautiful Tanya. I get nothing. Again, I get nothing. I say, poor old me. That's what it's, poor old me.
Good old two.
Good old number two.
Good
No, I'm
old
kidding.
number two.
We're just kidding. You know what? We have a guest tonight to
We
talk
do.
to us.
We do another one?
We have another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been
We're going to
watching.
invite
Who we got?
Carrie Brown on.
Carrie Brown.
Carrie.
How
are you?
I'm doing great. How are y'all?
We're good. We're good. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thanks for having me. I was so bummed I could not be there this weekend. It looked so fun.
It was.
Yeah, it was fun.
We were bummed that you weren't there. It was a lot of fun.
And it was one of the few Mayberry screenings that we had that we actually had great weather. It's usually rains,
Yes.
cats, and dogs.
It was beautiful weather.
So
I
I've
remember
I've never seen actual cats and dogs rain, but
Almost,
I
stepped,
haven't
in, almost stepped in a poodle once, but I mean.
hey, can I steal that? I want to steal that one. So
You need to get credit for that, Carrie.
yes. Well, hey, I'm wearing my Mayberry Fest
I was just
volunteer
gonna say,
shirt.
you have your t-shirt on.
Yes.
oh, you're doing that. Well, I've got Jan Newsome, Allan's wife, will be happy to know. I've got
Weavers
Department Store.
Yes.
So representing tonight. So there you go.
We're on point.
But Carrie, I just wanted to say thank you because you backed the movie and then also, or in this TV series, excuse me, and then you have been posting it on Facebook nonstop, referring people to us. So thank you.
Hey, it's my pleasure. I think I make a life career out of driving people crazy. So I mean, it just it fits right in with mine.
That's why marketing and advertising people get a bad name. They drive people crazy. Is that what you're saying?
To win the contest?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You might get a free pony out of this. How about that?
Well, how was your experience on the movie? Can you tell us about that?
It was incredible. Like I literally show up Mayberry Days 2019 for the first time, meet Stark and Court, and I'm like, hey, they're talking about the movie, and I'm like, hey, this sounds cool. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know. And I'll jokingly say, be careful who you tell that to because they will take you very seriously. But no, this was something that I had wanted to do since I was 10 years old. So getting to work on set and, I've been making some phone calls this weekend, just reminding people and the extras that I still have their name in my phone from where I was contacting them and stuff. And I would call them and they're like, hey, I know this person, so just the relationships, just the bond that you create with everybody. And, it really has developed its own branch of the Mayberry family. And obviously we turned out, I feel like everybody did an incredible job and I could not be more excited for the series.
Yes, I remember meeting you on set. You were just like a ray of sunshine. It was very fun.
Well, I remember.
You guys about make me cry.
Hey, at least we're not talking about a bed with a lid on it, Terry. Okay, at least we're not talking about
I don't know what that means.
Okay, when I started 6 years ago, there were a lot of Mayberry references I didn't know. And Eric the mayor would take me over and go, look, you got to know that. I don't know that one. I'm sorry.
Okay, that episode where, or one of the episodes where Barney thinks that Andy and Helen are getting married and they redo Andy's bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
And Aunt Bee and Thelma Lou are talking about wanting to put a canopy on the bed, and they start crying because it's like so beautiful. And Barney's like, "You're crying about a bed with a lid on it."
Wow. So yeah, I if Barney said it, I should have known that. But there you go.
Fun fact, Ashley. I don't know if you know this or not, but Terry and Tanya are my first Mayberry buddies.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
That's
Mayberry
awesome.
days. Yeah, we were at it was Loaded Goat.
Mhm.
The Loaded Goat.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we encouraged her to go to the trivia, do the trivia, and also the talent show.
Mayberry
We
Out
encouraged her to
contest.
do the talent show.
That's awesome. They brought.
I'm about to cry again.
The Loaded Goat actually brought out a real goat today. Did you get to hang out with the goat?
Yeah, I actually did. They parked it next to my car and it deposited a few presents on the pavement next to it. So, yeah. And I've never seen, again with the number 2, yeah. So I don't understand that. Maybe there's veterinarians or some animal people out there. Can you explain to me how goats can do their business in little bitty balls? They almost look like raisinets. I don't know.
I didn't know that this is where the show was going
It shouldn't have
tonight.
gone this way. Indiegogo, you got to go to Indiegogo and do that. So, yeah, probably not.
Anyways, tonight, Carrie, as you know, this is the last night for people to help back our TV series project on Indiegogo.
Right.
Yes.
So we encourage everyone. I know you can say probably a few more words about it, but we encourage everyone to go to Indiegogo if you feel led to help contribute to our project, to help with family-friendly television continue. And if you love Mayberry and you love the characters,
Yeah, now I've joined the Mayberry family about 6 years ago when David Browning retired, the Mayberry deputy. He retired from doing the festivals and everything. I stepped in and doing here in Danville, and that's when I met the family. And like I said before, like I told people that joining it's we've had fun. My wife and I have had a lot of fun doing it, just traveling around with them and just enjoying their company and meeting people at the different festivals. It's fun for us to portray these characters and do those things, but it's twice as much fun when they enjoy it with you.
well,
And
I
it's just
feel the same way. I joined the Mayberry family, luckily, as Kate 2 years ago, and it really is a family. It's very special. I mean, Carrie, you know.
Oh yeah, I absolutely do. There's no family like Mayberry family. But yeah, if I were to say kind of one last thing about it, I would just say that it really is a once in a lifetime experience. You're not just backing a show.
Yeah.
You're not just putting money into it. It really is something that is going to give back to you way more than you could put into it, because the relationships that you gain and just the once in a lifetime experience that it is, it fills your cup to overflowing.
I agree.
I'm gonna go cry again.
He's just crying. I didn't know that. I
I'm an emotional mess.
Okay, I think we're gonna throw it to Pennycuff.
Pennycuff, family video is
Yes.
what we're hearing.
Yes. Okay, here
This
goes.
ought to be good. I hope I don't
Bye,
cry.
Carrie. Thank you.
Bye, Carrie.
Bye. Love you guys.
Love you too.
All right, our next guest is the Pennycuff family. And guys, thanks for coming on today.
Hello, Pennycuffs.
Hey. The last time we saw you, I think you were taking a tour of the Mayberry courthouse and jail.
That's where we was. They noticed come in.
Right this way, folk. Try to stay together there. No stragglers now. Come right on in.
Tell us a little bit about your experience on the movie project. How'd you learn about it? Because I think you guys were there from the very beginning. Tell us a little bit about how you heard about it, why you wanted to be part of it, just the whole experience for you.
We first heard about it in Mayberry days, and it
if something that we was really intrigued to find out about. And of course, one of the main questions we asked was, what's the rating? Is it going to be family friendly? Because anything that we want to be part of, we wanted to make sure that the whole family could be in on, and we wouldn't be ashamed to show other people. And after the conclusion, I'm really happy to say that it was very family friendly. It was something we were proud to be part of. And we heard about it in Mayberry Days and decided to come along, help be a sponsor and be part of it. Like I say, we wound up being cast to go into the jail scene, which was great, it's a mimic of a scene from the Andy show. So it was like us being on set. And all the people that was involved, the actors, actresses, they were all great just to watch. It really gave us a understanding the behind the scenes of the movie making. And, you just don't show up and film. There's a lot of work to it. A lot of hours, a lot of scenes. I think we've done the same scene 40, 50 times from a different angle, with a different mic, with a different disc. But at the end, it was really cut in real nice.
We rarely had to do a scene over again because the actors or the extras didn't do something right. It was always either technical or just for safety reasons, getting 2 or 3 to make sure we have it. But yeah, everybody got a quick lesson on how a movie's made. It's obviously not a play. So yeah, and I noticed your son is like 2 years older now. He's looking a little older than he did in the
Brayden,
movie.
do you even remember being there? Well, you guys were always such good supporters from the very beginning all the way through. I want to say thank you again for all that. And you coming back to join us on the series?
Yep, we'll be there. We've already got a place to stay in Mayberry Days, Mount Airy this year. So we'll be there for the week of and a couple days after, and planning on sponsoring. We'll get with y'all later on how we can do that, and really looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, thank you. We enjoy you. We enjoy having you in the film, and we're looking forward to putting you in the series.
Well, once you're in the movie, you're really a Mayberry citizen from the movie. I mean, so once everybody that was in the movie can stay in the movie, there's no real reason to not have you there, because that was Mayberry that we visited, and those were the people of Mayberry. So it just makes sense to, if everybody wants to come back, they're all welcome.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the things that really made it really valuable to us. Just like going to Mayberry Days, you become part of the family. The people that you meet, you stay connected with. And now we got that extra connection of the Mayberry Man, the people that we met on the set, and the different people. We've had friends come down that we met during the filming. So it's really just one big family, and it's an extension of that. And that's really what makes Mayberry Man great, and the Andy Griffith Show itself great, is we're all just one big family.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. All right, guys, thanks for coming.
Thanks for dropping by.
Hey,
Hi.
we're back.
And we switched another person out. Hi, Court.
Hey, Ashley, how are you? So I wanted to give a quick update on our Indiegogo.
All right, how's it going?
It's going well. We're up to 230 backers, and which is awesome. We're making progress.
That is awesome.
The money's coming in, and we're working towards our goal. Now, when we put up the campaign, we told people that really it was the fan enthusiasm that would determine how many episodes we could afford to do. So, we were ambitious. We wanted to do 8 episodes if possible.
Yes.
We're not going to get there.
Okay.
Sorry, folks.
Maybe season 2.
There could be a season 2 in order. So, but what it looks like, and we had sort of a staggered scale based on our goals, and at $150,000, that would get us to our 4 episodes.
Okay, so tonight, we really do need to reach that.
We do need to get to 150.
Okay.
And,
that's the goal.
That's just the reality of film production.
Yeah.
It's an expensive endeavor. And we don't really want to go into this underfunded. It's a very challenge. We we went into the movie underfunded, and it was challenging.
Yeah.
And then we had to come back and post-production and ask for help. And we had a lot of generous people come on board and help us finish, but we just don't want to go into it planning on that.
Well, also with the series, we're doing several new locations, some old ones, some good ones, but new ones, new characters, more production value.
Yeah, we want to do this right.
Yes.
And so to get those 4 episodes done, we really do need to hit that 150,000 goal. So if you're on the fence, you're thinking about, maybe not, they don't need my help. We do need your help.
Yes, every
We
little
really
bit
do.
helps.
So we've got some great fun perks. We haven't really talked about the fun perks tonight.
Oh, okay.
So these are
I like fun perks.
these are separate from like your traditional backer levels where you're, an extra in the movie and you get a copy of the, the DVD and all that stuff. So these are very limited. So we have the Shadow the Director. There's only one of those available.
I talked to a gentleman today that
And
said he was very interested in that.
I hope I hope he gets in there and does it, because he was
Yeah.
pretty convinced he was going to do it.
Yeah, I hope he does it too.
But we have call action on the set.
Mhm.
So for $250, you can come and call action on the set for an entire scene. Who knows if we're feeling, if you do a good job, you may be asked to stay
Those
the rest
actually
of
have
the
been
day.
kind of popular.
Yeah.
I met someone today that came by and said that he
Yeah.
bought that. So
It's, you get to be right there on the set, and the actors will be waiting for your cue.
yeah, I'll be waiting for you. So
And if you don't say action, then
I'm just waiting.
nothing. The actors will just stand there for hours until you say action. We also have lunch with the Fun Girls. So the Fun Girls, if you're not familiar, the tribute artists, the Fun Girls, are Michelle Bryson and Dixie Griffith.
Dixie Griffith.
Who is Andy Griffith's daughter.
I know.
So you can have lunch with Andy Griffith's daughter.
That's pretty neat.
And this is on a specific day. It's on Thursday of Mayberry Days in Mount Airy. So
Yes.
I forget the exact date, but it's if you go to Mayberry Days, this is the perk that you want to grab. On Thursday of Mayberry Days week, you'll get to join Dixie Griffith, Andy's daughter, and Michelle.
And we'll
the
be
Fun
filming
Girls.
that week.
We will be there filming for sure. And I talked to Scott at the Loaded Goat, and we'll
hi,
be
Scott.
doing the lunch at the Loaded Goat.
I love the Loaded
And,
Goat.
Scott is coming along for the ride on the series.
Yes.
He and Esther at Mayberry on Main. So if you go to Mount Airy, you got to eat at the Loaded Goat, and you got to go to Mayberry on Main to get all your favorite Mayberry souvenirs and things. So
Mhm.
they're going to be involved in the project, and they're excited to have us come back. And we had a great shoot at the Loaded Goat.
Yes, we did. And their food is really good.
He fed the whole
I know.
the whole
We were
crew and
spoiled.
the extras. It was crazy.
it was.
So we're looking forward to going back there. But I wanted to thank a few people who had been contributing while we've been live.
Okay.
So we got Donna Rogers.
Oh, thank you, Donna.
Donna contributed. Rick Grimsley.
Thank you, Rick.
Rick Grimsley is the Jinx. He's a tribute artist. So he was here today, actually, at the outside the Royal, entertaining fans. Let's see who else we got here. Rita Jackson.
Oh, thanks, Rita.
Rita, you guys have so much to worry about, but thank you. We appreciate your generosity.
Thank you.
And Steve Jackson.
Thank you, Steve.
Worked tirelessly on the production. He was much more a behind the scenes guy on the movie, on the Mayberry Man movie. He has always been a guy who helped with the Mayberry in the Midwest Festival. He's very active with the Mayberry Meetup that Allan Newsome puts together in Mount Airy that's just took place.
Okay.
So Steve, thank you. And Rita, thank you. Let's see who else we got going here. Deborah Simpkins.
Thank you, Deborah.
Thank you, Deborah. And I'm not going to say, what levels they came in at, but very generous contribution.
Thank you.
Let's see, Joseph Davis.
Thank you, Joseph.
And he's got a fun one. Let's see, what else? Bob Largent, thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
And this is how you do the telethon thing, right? I don't know. I haven't watched a telethon.
I
in a
don't
while.
know. We were kind of winging it tonight, so thanks for staying with us.
Let's see. We got Brandy Jackson.
Do we know who's on the live? Can we say?
Do we have
hi
any
to-
questions? By the way,
Yeah,
if you're in the
some
comments
questions.
or whatever, ask questions. This is it. Oh, you know who else contributed tonight?
Who?
Tanya and Terry Varvel.
Oh, thank you, Tanya and Terry.
See,
Okay.
when you put them on the hot seat, they open up the
Thank you.
wallet. You know.
Yes, we did. We loved it.
And so we have
Get you off.
Yeah.
we have
Oh, that was the
Jan,
deal.
we have Jan, Vicky,
So we got lots of people
Joe,
watching. Yeah.
Ronnie, Baraka Valley. Thanks for all watching.
And who else?
That was.
Oh, you're only going to read the names on the list.
I don't know. I got to look at the laptop.
The Kowalskis.
Uh-huh.
The Kowalski family's watching.
Okay.
She doesn't believe me.
I don't know if I believe him anymore.
Kowalskis are my in-laws.
Oh, they are?
I'm not making it up.
Okay. Hi to the Kowalskis.
And they were our early backer, like.
Oh,
first day.
thank
I think
you.
Carrie Brown. that
No,
we
he
talked
jokes
to-
around a lot. I can't tell when he's being serious anymore. I don't know.
So Carrie Brown was like, I think, our second backer. Jan Newsom was our first backer.
Oh, wow. Jan.
And the Kowalskis were like 4 and 5.
Well, thank you.
So
Thank you to
these are our
everyone.
hardcore supporters.
Yes.
So we thank you guys.
Yes.
So I think we have another. So a couple of regulars that
Mm-hmm.
are always at our events are the guys that play Reggie and Rayfield in the movie.
Oh, yeah. Love them.
Butch Ruffner and Jeff Gossett. They couldn't be here this week.
Oh.
But we have an encore performance of a recent video we did with them. So let's go to Reggie and Rayfield.
Okay.
Hey.
Hello.
It's Reggie and Rayfield. We got Jeff Gossett.
Howdy.
And Butch Ruffner, a couple of our characters.
He's your daddy?
Yes, it is.
I think we'll take this one. Did you sign this for us?
Sure.
Sign it, Rayfield and Jenny.
Howdy. I always tell a story. I just had that one word, that one line in the very first take, which was howdy. The very first take I did, I said, hey, and I messed up the one word I had. So, I bet you guys kind of looked at each other when I just said, hey, instead of howdy.
One word. And
I messed it up.
Well, I can imagine that your brain is probably scrambling with everything that was going on and all the eyes and the camera and the action and Tom. And it must have been pretty overwhelming.
Oh, yeah. I'd never been around anything like that. So, it was just like being in Disneyland for me.
But by the end of the day, you had it down. You were asking for a trailer and, special meals.
Yeah,
well,
I did want the meal ticket. Yeah.
Star on your door with your name. It goes to your head quick, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're signing autographs every screening. So yeah,
well, you are, you're playing the part now.
Our wives have had handymans come in and widen the doors in our houses so that our heads will fit through them now. That's the joke.
So why was this project important to you guys? Jeff, I know you've kind of talked about your history of being a Mayberry Andy Griffith Show fan, and what did this movie project mean to you?
I think we kind of knew what we were going to be involved in. We were going to be involved in something very, very special to the Mayberry fans and the Andy Griffith Show. And that's for me and Butch and all the people that were part of it. Most of us had been a part of the Mayberry stuff for many years, and we've known each other for many years. So it was really neat to get to do something together. I mean, like kind of it was our Mayberry family. We were all going to be doing that together. How can you not have a good time when you're around your Mayberry friends?
Didn't we cast you kind of late too, Jeff?
Yeah, I mean,
like a day or
I had sent in some, I'd read for some parts and everything. And even came down, we had a Mayberry in the Midwest meeting on a Wednesday, and you guys were actually auditioning at the hotel down there. And I'm like, I'll stop in there and read. Why not?
Well, we can do it right now. Let's go to Jeff Gossett's audition tape.
Maybe you should put on a dress and go undercover like Barney did when.
What are you talking about?
Never mind.
That was great.
Wow. I'm surprised you didn't get the part of Chris Stone.
You got talent, Jeff. You really do.
So I want to wrap things up here, but what would you say to any fans out there of the Andy Griffith Show, or just anybody? What would you say about this upcoming project, Mayberry Man, the series? What would you say to them?
I would tell them if they've got the chance or the opportunity to be wherever you guys are, and if you're a Mayberry fan, jump right on it, because it's something you'll never forget. It's something that I'll never forget, and looking forward to the series and like Jeff said earlier, you got all kinds of friends there, so it's not like you're just standing alone. There's always somebody, and just if you get the opportunity to be around this filming, jump right in there. It's great.
You'll make memories of a lifetime.
Shazam!
Yeah.
Already done.
Hey, we're back. It's getting late. Hey, we're back. So anyway, we're going to talk about the series a little bit and how it might be different from the movie, because if you've seen the movie, it's it's like one story. It's Chris Stone's journey.
Yes.
Big shot Hollywood movie star, goes to Mayberry and kind of
has a change of heart.
Falls
in love with somebody.
Well, is it love?
It's not love yet. You're right. It's not love.
We don't
yet,
really know.
but it's the beginning of something.
There was something going on
there's
there.
something.
It was never really, Allan Newsome kind of
he got in the
kept
way.
getting in the way. And so in the series, we might discover a little bit more about that relationship. Is that right?
That's right. That's right. Yeah, you're going to get to see the continuation of these two characters.
Yeah, so
Chris
Chris
and Kate.
Stone and Kate, do we even know Kate's last name? I don't think we
No,
do,
you're going
do
to get to learn a lot more
Could
about
be Kate. Could be Kate Kowalski.
Well, I don't know. It depends what Stark Hal writes for her.
So we talked about it's kind of a rom-com, right? So
Yeah.
you got some rom and you got some com.
Yes. There is going to be
Should
the
we tell
romance.
people what that's short for? Yeah, thank you.
The romance and the comedy.
So
Because
there's a
you
little
will
both.
get both. Yes.
Because Andy was like always dating different women, and you had these ongoing storylines. I mean, eventually it was Helen Crump.
Mhm.
Ooh, maybe it's Kate Crump.
Maybe it's Kate Crump. You never know.
I don't know, maybe. But I always read in the groups, the Andy Griffith groups, that was it the nurse that everyone says, oh, that was my favorite. I don't know. Was it Mary?
What was her last name?
Mary.
It was just Mary.
Her first name was Mar, last name was
Mary.
So yeah, you're going to get to see kind of where this relationship goes. It's also about Mayberry, the Mayberry, North Carolina from the movie.
Yes.
And we're not trying to replicate the Andy Griffith Show. In fact, Stark, do you see that video there? It's not a remake. Is that you have that handy? Let's play that video because they explain it better than I do.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, why don't you say something while I look for it?
Okay.
I thought you said
I got it.
Hey, have you ever been over to the courthouse?
No.
Oh, you want to see that? Oh, it's just like the real set. Oh, it's real. I'll go with you.
Mayberry Man is not a remake of the Andy Griffith Show. It's a tribute to the Andy Griffith Show and the fans that love the show, that wholesome values that the Andy Griffith Show had. You could never recreate the Andy Griffith Show, not with the Don Knotts and Andy. It could just never be done.
But it builds on the feelings that you have when you watch the Andy Griffith Show, of family, of friendship, of community.
Mayberry Man is kind of a way to keep the Mayberry legend going.
And it's just so much fun. The fans are so much a part of it. The extras, people donated props, everything they could to make it more authentic, including the towns that we shot in. So if you're a fan of the show, the Andy Griffith Show, you're going to find this to be super exciting, and it'll kind of bridge the gap between what happened back then and where we are today.
So there you have the explanation of it. It's not a remake of the Andy Griffith Show. So what I was saying was that it's sort of this new Mayberry. It's like a fictitious Mayberry that's sort of in the spirit of the Mayberry from the classic television show.
Yes.
So we're not trying to remake the Andy Griffith Show. We're not trying to compete with the Andy Griffith Show. What we're trying to do is take the essence of what they did and do it in a kind of a new show,
With the Mayberry spirit. Yeah.
And so that when you watch it, like Allan, I think, was saying in that video, it's like when you watch it, you get that same feeling.
Yes.
You know, that's what we're going for. We're talking about the feeling, the spirit of Mayberry. So,
Mhm.
because sometimes people get a little bent out of shape, and it's like, don't mess with the Andy Griffith Show. It's like, we're not.
We're
not
not.
at all. I
Yeah.
mean, we have like the most serious Mayberry fans ever involved in this project. We have
Mhm.
Dixie Griffith, Andy's daughter
Yeah.
is involved, and you know, fully supportive. Don Knotts' daughter, Karen, and we've got the tribute artists that have been doing, you know, Mayberry festivals for 30 years. We got Laura Hagen, who's the wife of Earl Hagen, who did all the music for the Andy Griffith Show.
Yep.
She supports the project. She provides the music that we were able to use music from the Andy Griffith Show,
that's
thanks
so
to her
wonderful.
generosity. So, you know, we have so many people involved and in supporting it, and those folks who kind of have that negative reaction, which is real, it happens. I see it in Facebook
I think
groups
you're
and
always
stuff.
going to get that.
They haven't really heard what it is about.
Yes.
So if we could just get their attention and get them to pay attention and watch the show. In fact, the Mayberry Man movie, in case you weren't aware of this, you can see it for free. Like if you go to Amazon, you have to pay to rent it or purchase it. But if you go to our Indiegogo page at mayberryman.com, that takes you to our Indiegogo page. In the FAQ section, frequently asked questions.
Yes. You get a code.
There's a code. There's a promo code and a website where you can go and you can watch it for free. So we're not, you know, we want people to see it and then get involved in the series. So one of the things that we're doing is for all of our supporters at all levels, doesn't matter what you contribute, any amount, we are giving you the our couple of scripts from our dad's collection, our dad's Hoke Howell, who played Dudwash.
From the vault.
From the vault. His actual shooting scripts that he used when he shot these classic shows. And one of them is when he appeared on Lost in Space, an episode called Time Merchants.
Mhm.
He had a pretty significant part in that. He's in it throughout. And so we did that early in the campaign. Now we've opened it up. We're going to give it to everybody. It's a digital copy. You get a PDF sent to you.
Yeah, you had said that earlier in the live. I still processing. Everyone gets this.
Everyone gets it.
Yeah.
And then we just announced that our father's Mountain Wedding script from the Andy Griffith Show,
Uh-huh.
the one that introduced Ernest T. Bass, the Darlings are prominent in that,
Uh-huh.
and Hoke Howell and as Dudwash and Charlene, and Ernest T. tries to steal Charlene, and Barney dresses
A lot
up in a
happening
wedding
in that
dress.
episode.
The Robert E. Lee Natural Bridge. I mean, there's so many references in there.
They get that script?
They get that script with our dad's notes in it.
That's pretty
So,
cool.
so we showed a little video about that earlier, but Stark recently went to the vault and kind of dug
Did
through
you?
it. And
How was the vault?
So let's take a look at Stark's recent trip to the Hoke Howell vault and see what else he found in there.
Okay, let's take a look.
Okay, let's take a little trip into the vault. We're going backstage. I feel like Johnny Carson right now. We're going to go out in the garage and we're going to dig into the archives of the Hoke Howell collection. This box right here. So let me get some stuff off of here. Okay, I'm going to open this up, and we're not going to go through the entire box, but we'll go through some fun stuff. All right, where do I begin? He's got all kinds of stuff in here. Obviously, he's got scripts, photos. Oh, here, this is maybe interesting or maybe really boring. But this is residual checks. Stacks and stacks and stacks of residual checks. Why he saved residual checks, I really don't know. But he was kind of a stickler tax season, so I don't know. So I'm just gonna pull out the top one. I'm not really planning any of this. This is a 24 cents for a little movie called Ransom with Mel Gibson, directed by Ron Howard. 24 cents, that's where the big money is right there. Now, of course, he made more than that on some. I feel like the Great Karnak. So let's see here. This is from, well, here's something. Here's a movie that was made in 1960, The Hustler with Paul Newman. And on that, he made $8.94. 40, 50 years later, he's still getting $8 from The Hustler. So we could go on, but I won't bore you. But I do want to, now I'm interested, I'm going to look for one more. What's this one? This is a little movie called Another 48 Hours with Eddie Murphy. There you go. He made a whopping $30.87 on that one. Another thing he had is a lot of scripts. Here's a Kung Fu. Anyone likes Kung Fu? I actually, I don't go and watch him shoot a whole lot of times, but I did go watch him shoot Kung Fu. That was in '75, I believe. And I drove over there and took pictures of him. Here's another Kung Fu photo. Here's a Gunsmoke from 1966. So that's kind of cool. Bonanza from 1972. This is a movie called Geronimo. Okay. So let me see if I can find. We've got a scene circle, so that must be a scene. Okay, so here, he always did a highlighter for all of his lines. His name is Billy. Matt Damon was Davis. He liked to add lines too. I don't know if directors like that, but he did. There's a Lost in Space. There's a Happy Days episode. There's definitely a Ron Howard connection going on here. This was one of 2 episodes he did. Here's a Chips episode. Daniel Boone. We could go on, so we won't. What else we got in here? Oh, this actually is an original screenplay that Rance and my dad wrote together. That actually Ron bought it. He never made it, but he did buy it from them. But it's interesting because it's all original, and this obviously was a first draft because they went back and decided, and there's all kinds of notes. Eventually they polished it up, but this goes on and on and on and on. So scene numbers. I mean, this is all done for you nowadays, but this is how hard it was to write. I mean, it was a process. They didn't have programs doing it for you. Yeah, I walked uphill both ways to school when I was a kid, boys. And then every once in a while, he would come home with autographs for us. So I've got a nice little Jackie Coogan, Uncle Fester autograph made out to start. Boom. So that's cool. It's a movie he did with Jim Brown. This is probably the most valuable thing in this entire box. And this is an Andy Griffith Show original script from The Mountain Wedding. And we may come back to the vault at a future date, but right now I think we're going to lock it all back up and we'll send it back to you, Court, and Stark. Pennycuff. We're back. We are back, and I have a new guest. I have James Pierce with me. You might recognize him, but he doesn't have the beard, as the Fried Chicken Man. So tell me about your experience on set.
Well, for me, the actual movie was a natural progression of being a Mayberry fan. I've been a Mayberry fan since the program aired originally in 1960, and I've been part of the Mayberry family for well over 20 years now. So.
Wow, that's awesome. And I remember telling you, you actually went through 3 transitions of sleep, but I think in the movie we only ended up using 2. You're kind of dozing and then you falling. And we did that a few times, and then we changed an angle and we had to do it again, and you did a great job.
It was a lot more work than I thought it was going to be, but it was a lot more rewarding in the end.
And it was relaxing as well because you fell asleep.
I could sleep.
But then you shaved your beard off.
I did.
And came back looking like this, and you just played a regular Mayberry citizen. Correct. And I bet people probably never knew that you were the same guy.
So with that in mind, I'd like to ask you a question.
Okay.
In my speaking role and in any of my walk-ons and my extra work, Ashley was never on the set with me. So when I come to the studio, you got to have a break just before I came on. Is there something you're trying to tell me?
Well, Ashley gave me specific instructions. No, she did not. So we'll try to get you in a scene with Ashley.
Yeah,
but everybody wants to be in a scene with Ashley.
It was my 6th day on my 5-day deodorant pad. But
all right. Well, you know, we're wrapping up our show on that note. So we thank you for coming on.
Not a problem.
And we're going to toss it to Floyd the Barber.
Hey, this is Floyd from Mayberry Man the movie. Hey, there's still time to be involved in Mayberry Man the series. Oh, you're going to want to do that too. Oh, don't miss out. There's a lot of fun to be had. You really want to do that. Oh, if you come on set, maybe I'll even trim your hair for you. Well, if you don't want me to, I don't have to. But if you want it, you can do that too. Come on and join us.
Hey, we're back. Another switcheroo. I'm back with James Wade. James, thanks for coming to Danville today.
No problem.
And James is one of our big backers. He's an executive producer. He came in on the movie to support us, and you're coming back to participate in the series.
Right, with speaking role, a couple of friends, and I know somebody who's come along. We might have a couple of friends with him too.
Awesome. And so, unfortunately, you kind of discovered our project late in the game last time.
I got an email from it. And I took a look. I said, it might be kind of fun to be executive producer and everything. And so I kicked in, might help you all with the post-production.
Exactly. You came in during post-production, so it was too late to be in the movie, but now you get to be in the series. So that's cool, right?
That's kind of fun. The one person I talked to might come in. He kind of enjoyed looking at the movie, seeing my name on the movie poster.
Yeah.
The opening credits.
That's one of the fringe benefits of being a producer level backer.
And I noticed, of course, on the movie. Of course, I noticed on this poster. I also have my name on this poster too.
It should be.
Not on that one. I think it's one of the older ones there.
Yeah, this was probably made earlier.
Yeah, I'm reading something about knowing movie poster and opening credits. That's extremely valuable real estate. In movie
Yes,
terms.
yeah, exactly. So I just wanted to, we're getting ready to wrap up here, and I wanted to have you on and let people know and meet you, and we just want to say thank you for supporting Mayberry Man, the series, and folks, you have till tonight. Basically, we ran a pretty tight campaign, about 35 days or so, because we have to start pre-production. Like, we need to know what our budget is and start moving forward with production. So tonight, the Indiegogo campaign wraps up, and we'll let the dust settle tonight. I think it ends like at midnight Pacific time, so we're on Eastern time right now, and so you got a few more hours. But get in there, pick a level, and let's make a great family-friendly series together. And so just one more time, we're going to play our Indiegogo video for you so you can kind of hear all about it. But I just want to say on behalf of Stark and Ashley and the whole gang here, James and I want to say thanks for hanging out with us tonight. This was definitely something new and interesting, and but it was a lot of fun. Hey, so let's go to the Mayberry Man the series crowdfunding video. Thanks,
Mayberry
everyone.
Man the movie was such a great success that now there's going to be Mayberry Man the series. Please join me in supporting this wonderful adventure and journey into more Mayberry for everybody.
Hi, I'm Stark Howell.
And I'm Court Howell.
Welcome to our Indiegogo campaign for Mayberry Man the series.
Our father, Hoke Howell, was a perennial character actor who appeared in hundreds of TV shows and movies over his 40-year career. One of his most recognizable roles was that of Dud Wash in 2 episodes of The Andy Griffith Show.
Well, you let him just try. Boy, I'll show him a couple of things I learned in the Army and guerrilla warfare. First, you take your hair and you yank it around, and then you take your head and yank it.
Stop that, boy. You want your face to freeze that away.
And we hope that by the end of this video, you'll want to partner with us, and together we can make a family-friendly streaming series that we can all be proud of.
And we're not starting from scratch. We've already made a feature film, Mayberry Man, a story about a big Hollywood movie star who gets arrested for speeding in a small town and gets sentenced to spend a week at Mayberry Fest, a festival celebrating the Andy Griffith Show. It was successfully crowdfunded in 2020 and released in 2021 in select theaters and on Amazon Prime. And we recently signed a global distribution deal to reach new audiences around the world.
And we're super excited to now be creating a streaming series that picks up where the movie left off. From the very beginning, we never planned to pitch the movie or the series to Hollywood. That's because we're committed to preserving the wholesome family values found in The Andy Griffith Show and other classic TV shows. And quite frankly, we knew we would lose that control in Hollywood.
So we've already started raising funds from private investors. But it will ultimately be up to you, the fans, to provide the balance of our production budget and determine the total number of episodes in Season 1. We have some amazing experiences and other perks available for you when you back the project, like being a background extra on the show, attend a red carpet premiere, have a speaking role in the series, or even have your business featured as a product placement sponsor. And no matter what perk you choose, you'll have unprecedented behind-the-scenes access as we make a wonderful series that pays tribute to the television classic we all love, The Andy Griffith Show.
We want to create something that the whole family can watch together, just like the old days of classic television. So we really hope you'll join us, and thanks for watching.
Mayberry Man is like a dream come true for Mayberry fans like me.
Mayberry Man is not a remake of the Andy Griffith Show. It's a tribute to the Andy Griffith Show and the fans that love the show.
It is a way of bringing that Mayberry spirit back to life in a contemporary story.
You need to do it. It is so much fun, and it is a great thing to get involved in.
As a fan, it's probably one of the most exciting things that could ever happen.
I was thinking about my dad and how much he would like this or what he would think of all of this, and I think he would be blown away.
Let's get this thing made. This can be really good, and it's going to need a group effort. And, you know, if we can put the effort in there, we're going to end up with a really good product.
So I guarantee this, if you love the Andy Griffith Show, you're going to love Mayberry Man.